This is a mock interview conducted by ForumIAS Academy at New Delhi. The interview panel includes eminent academicians, retired bureaucrats, and other luminaries. The objective of the program is to acquaint the candidate with the format and expectations of the personality test conducted by UPSC.
Ma'am.
Please.
Morning, ma'am. Morning, sir.
Please sit down, Utkarsh. Thank you. How are you today, Utkarsh?
I'm
You're good. And when is your interview?
20th April.
Acha, long time away, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, are you working anywhere? No, you've not worked?
No, ma'am.
So what have you been doing since 2018?
I was preparing for civil services only.
Okay. You're a mechanical engineer, but आपके यहाँ तो जमालपुर आपके अंदर ही है. You did not go for Jamalpur?
Jamalpur, I'm not heard of that.
You not heard of Jamalpur? SCRA, Mungir में जो है.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
You not heard of Jamalpur?
That I heard.
Wasn't that supposed to be the top institution?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
So you never thought of Jamalpur, or you did not get through?
I'm not been in Bihar for so long, so that's why I'm not aware of.
You're not in Bihar for so long. And where did you do your 12th standard?
From Visakhapatnam.
Visakhapatnam.
Yes, ma'am.
Your father is in agriculture, so how come you are out of the state?
My father always focused for like the education part to have a first priority. So whatever the choice we had given, he had just gone with that. Okay, this is the right choice.
So you want questions on Bihar or you want on Andhra?
Bihar, I had now I'm currently staying in Bihar only and preparing
you want
for
to
longer
Bihar.
time.
All right, that's fine. So first of all, do you think your father is a farmer, huh? Agriculture. So do you think agriculture should be taxed? Income tax should be levied on agriculture?
No, ma'am, I don't think this is the right time to tax the agricultural income.
Achha,
Because
why?
the large portion of the Indian population, large section of the Indian population is still dependent on agriculture. And it's more than almost 50% of them, and they are not having that much of income that can be gone with the tax slab, because most of the people are small scale landholders, and they are having the less land, like hardly 1 hectare of lands they are having, a majority of section of that, and they are not having.
How many people would be below 7 lakh annual income? Agricultures.
Ma'am, I can't tell the exact number, but it will be a like majority part.
So why should people over 7 lakhs not be taxed?
Ma'am, 7 lakhs above that can be taxed, but giving an exact detail about the agricultural income is like we can compare the large scale farmers also.
Do you know what is a khasra? Do you know what is a khasra?
Khesra.
Khasra. You know what is a khatoni?
Yes, ma'am. I had heard that.
Your father is a farmer.
Khesra khata. We used to call khesra there.
So, do you know what kind of land records are maintained?
No, ma'am. I'm not aware of.
You have something called khasra, which every year it is updated. The partal takes place. The functionaries go and check it. What is the crop that is grown on each field?
Okay.
There's a khatoni, which is a title deed. Who owns that land? And there's a shajara or a naksha, which gives the entire naksha of the village who has how much land. With these land records, then there is crop cutting done, which ascertains what is the productivity of that particular crop in that particular area. Then you know the price. So how can you not calculate the income? You have everything before you. Now, why should an urban person of 7 lakh, above 7 lakh be taxed and not a rural person? Especially when a lot of black money becomes white through agriculture. You find people with 100 acres of land still defying ceiling, benami. So you think they should all be allowed to get away?
No, ma'am, they should not. But they are the smaller section of the
So why should
society
you
as
not
compared
tax them
to.
then?
We can tax those who are paying the large farmers, but
You
majority.
think above 7 lakh? By somebody who's living in an urban area who pays much more for his cost of living is higher, food and everything, above 7 lakh is paying tax. In the villages, you have it's cheaper living, and there nobody pays tax at all, even if he's earning 1 crore or 2 crores.
Ma'am, I can say about like in my region only, there are not much of large
We're not talking about small. We're not talking much small. We're talking about principle. We're talking about principle of taxation. Also, a lot of black income becomes white that way. Here the government has launched a big demonetization against black money, and everything is being shown as agriculture income. That's a common practice. Everyone knows about it. Okay. Your hobby is climate change, etc. Huh? So tell me, there are various shades of the rainbow kind of hydrogen. So tell me, what is pink hydrogen? What is blue hydrogen? What is grey hydrogen? What is turquoise hydrogen? What is green hydrogen?
Ma'am, first the green hydrogen, the hydrogen that is produced by the renewable sources of energy. So it is used by the process of electricity.
I will come into that. I'm going to ask you lots of questions on green hydrogen. So you can move to the other one.
So grey hydrogen is based on the natural gas and the coal. So and here the CO2 is immersed directly in the atmosphere. Emission is directly in the atmosphere. Then when we have blue hydrogen, in that we have use of methane. That gasification process, and same coal and natural gas is used, but the carbon is stored.
Carbon capture.
Yeah, carbon capture process is there.
And what is pink?
I'm not more aware of pink and turquoise. I'm not able to recall at the moment.
There are other colors also. Solar also is there. Yellow is also there. Okay, now you're talking about green. First of all, tell me, what are India's climate goals?
First, we have to be the net zero by 2070. Then we have the Panchamrit program for the in 2030 we want to have 30% of our renewable energy from our energy production from renewable energy, and it should be targeted of 5 gigawatt. Then we have to reduce the carbon emission by 1 billion tons of CO2. And we have to make our economy 45% of renewable GDP.
Thank you. Please.
So, Utkarsh.
Yes, sir.
Please describe yourself in 4-5 lines, sentences.
So, being a person from a humble background, and generally I can consider myself as a hardworking and a dedicated person for the society.
I said 4-5 lines. You summed up everything in 2 words. Go ahead.
So can I go with the intro part? Sure. Okay. So my name is Utkarsh Gaurav. I am from a small village called Amarpur, which is situated in the Nalanda district of Bihar. Being in a family of 4, I have one sister, my mother and father, and myself. And considering my lifestyle and my ethics and moral values, I am hardworking and dedicated to the work and to the society for the improvement and development of the well-being of the society as a whole.
I think whatever you have in whatever way you have characterized yourself, that's a common feature of all Indians. All are hardworking, this, that. You say something specific, which can be of some use in administration.
So, dedication is a priority for me because being as a person who want to be in a civil services, always want to be dedicated and to be transparent and accountable. So I will be on prior to that.
Okay. 4-5 line Nalanda ke bare mein batao. That is your home district.
So Nalanda is a kind of a historical town.
You said you come from which district of Nalanda?
So Nalanda itself is a district.
No, you said which village, sorry.
Amarpur.
Amarpur?
Yes.
Where is it?
It's nearby the Bihar Sharif. It's 10 kilometers before the Bihar Sharif.
Okay. हाँ बताओ जरा नालंदा के बारे में.
So it is having a long historical achievements like the ruins of Nalanda University and the Vishwa Shanti Stupa, the Cyclopean Wall, and etc. So it is overall a kind of place which is having a religious background with it, which is the kind
बिहार
of
शरीफ का कोई religious significance है? क्या
yes,
है?
yes, sir. So the Bihar Sharif itself
Why
named
it is called Sharif?
yes. So Sharif is because it is the resting place for Sheikh Makhdoom Sarfuddin Ahmad Sahab Baneri, like that. So
Okay. Anyway, you come from North India. If I ask you to, analyze South and North in terms of verses, some basic feature, some basic differences. South Indian states have done fairly well on all human indicators, whereas North is lagging behind. Any concrete reason as per your analysis?
Sir, the economic development that has been prevalent from
अरे
the
भाई क्यों नहीं हुआ? यही तो किसी ने मना थोड़ी किया है नॉर्थ को कि मत करो. They are doing it in North
So,
India.
first is I can say the coastal region, because the whole South India is coastal. So yes, they have a rapid economic development as compared to the interior parts of northern India. So it is of one advantage. Then second, sir, we had seen throughout our history that the large scale intrusion of the people, like from the Mughal era or the Turkish or Afghans, anywhere, the invasion that had happened mostly in the northern India.
बिहार पे कुछ अच्छी किताब पढ़े हो? एक बुक है रिपब्लिक ऑफ बिहार, सुना है? अरविंद दास की है. नहीं सुना है? देख लेना. Any other book?
Sir, I don't read that much book.
अरे चलिए पढ़ते नहीं, ठीक है. मैम.
You are a mechanical engineering graduate.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the third law of thermodynamics.
I'm not able to recall it currently,
Have you heard the term entropy?
but like I'm not aware, I'm not able to recall.
Okay. Anything you would like to suggest us? Which area from mechanical engineering we can ask questions?
So the automobile sector.
Okay. What is Carnot cycle?
Not sector.
Okay. Have you come from metro?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So metro is running on overhead transmission lines. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir.
It is single phase or three phase?
No idea, sir.
Okay. The voltage level on which it is operating?
I just
You don't have any
not
idea.
have
Okay, no
surety
problem.
of that.
No problem. Are you aware that how many agroclimatic zones are in Bihar?
Group. No, sir.
All right. Your optional is geography, right?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me which is the theory in agriculture that has been provided in human geography that deals with agriculture?
So von Thunen model of agriculture.
What was it?
So in that theory, it was a kind of postulate that ideological situation was there. It is a plain area where there is the quality of soil is constant, and there is when we talk about there is one river that is flowing from the center of that point, and there is one center location, and when we talk and when it's distribute, so I'm not getting the details properly.
All right, no problem. Okay, recently there was an earthquake in Turkey.
Yes, sir.
Okay, can you tell me how it is different from the earthquakes that are coming in Japan? How it is different from the earthquakes which are coming in Japan?
Regarding the earthquake in Turkey, it is sandwiched between the three plates: the Eurasian, the Arabian plate, and the African plate. And when we talk about the Japan, so it is having a boundary which is subducting. Like one plate is subducting with the another boundary. That is the Pacific plate is subducting with the Eurasian plate. So on that, and it is the Japan is in the that archipelago of I'm so missing the term actually, not able to recall that term. Because it is a subducting zone, so large scale trench is there and volcanic activities is much more there as compared to the Turkey part.
You want to talk about Pacific Ring of Fire?
Pacific Ring of Fire.
Okay, so recently, do you read newspaper?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so recently there was a news regarding African Rift Valley. Are you aware of that?
Yes, sir. So the African Rift Valley is in the region of the Kenya and the Ethiopian side, the Sudan side. So this is like it has been postulated that after the millions of years, it can be created as a new continent because it is continually drifting apart from the main African
It was
continent.
regarding the creation of new continent or new ocean basin.
So the land will be separated. Obviously the gap part will be filled by the ocean. So it will create a new land also.
Okay, sir.
Do you believe in scientific temper?
Yes, sir.
Do you think believing in astrology or wearing rings dilutes the purpose of scientific temper?
No, sir. It's not totally diluted because we have the part of secularism also. We can astrology is also a bit of science included in that, the positions of the earth and sun, moon and planets and different other heavenly bodies. So a kind of belief is also there. And
so is it because you believe you have wore those rings, or is it because your parents have asked you to wear those rings?
So I can say a larger chunk of that belief is from my side only.
Okay. You tell me, you are a hockey player. What is 8-second rule in hockey?
So the 8-second rule is regarding the penalty. We have to make when the player have to dribble and it have to make the goal, and the goalkeeper has to tackle it.
What was your position while you played?
So center forward.
Center forward. Why India failed to perform at Olympics later after Montreal Olympics?
Sir, two reasons that I can understand this, sir, because we had not converted large scale of penalty corners into the goals. First reason was that because it has seen as a disadvantage for us when we had lost to the New Zealand also, that was the major criteria, that was a major reason behind that loss, and even in the major matches also. Second, sir, large scale infrastructure has we had seen that a kind of one-sided, Odisha is having only kind of infrastructure that is provided to those people. So they are not a kind of versatility that has been provided to the country.
Do you know the name of the academy that gave 11 players to the bronze winning Olympics, India? Which academy? Yes, which academy has produced maximum number of players that went to play last Olympics?
I'm
not aware? Okay. You have geography as your optional. So you see, farmer suicides has become one of the pressing issues for the agriculture sector. Can you tell me 3 regions where farmer suicides are on rise in India?
So the geographical region?
Yeah, geographical regions in India.
So the Maharashtra region, the Marathwada region, the Vidarbha region of the Gujarat, and the Rayalaseema.
Vidarbha region of Gujarat?
Like the border region.
Vidarbha is in Maharashtra.
Sorry. Yeah, the Marathwada region and the Vidarbha region of that Maharashtra, then Rayalaseema of that Telangana region, Andhra, and the border areas of the Gujarat and Maharashtra region.
Have you heard
also.
about the Green Revolution area?
So the Green Revolution, yes, sir.
So tell me, in Bihar, agriculture is subsistence kind rather than commercial type. So what the term means to you, farmer suicide paradox of Bihar?
Farmer suicide paradox. Yeah. So I'm not aware of that term.
So are you aware, are there any events of farmer suicides in Bihar as compared to Green Revolution, Kaveri Tract and Vidarbha Marathwada?
So there has not been large scale news
yes,
for
there
this.
are very less farmer suicides in Bihar.
Yes.
Why? What are the reasons?
So maybe the kind of mental consciousness that people are having, because Bihar, the agriculture is already not in a good state as compared to other regions. So we can say that the profitability or whatever the reason can be there, the loan or kind of those issues, so they had not been addressed so much.
What are the possible reasons for arsenic contamination in the groundwater of Bihar?
The continuous extraction of groundwater. Due to that, we had lowered the level also, and due to that, the minerals that are present in the bottom of the region of the soil, they are infiltrating it, and main reason is that. And then the effluents, like the kind of sewage that we are not treating it, and directly we are sending it to the rivers and the canals and all.
Sure. Yes, ma'am.